And welcome to another edition of Mycon MMA. Today, I'm going to give you my predictions for UFC 158. Now, I'm not going to give you my predictions on the whole main card because it's kind of been moved around a little bit, and the first two fights, honestly, I don't really care too much about. I mean, I'm still going to watch them, of course, and I'm sure I'll like them. I love watching all the fights, but I'm just not going to give any predictions because, oh well. But, yeah, so the three main fights are going to be pretty much all welterweight, and it's kind of breaking down to the line of who the next couple people are going to be number one contender, right below the number one contender, and the champion. So the first one is actually Jake Ellenberger and Nate Marquardt, which Nate Marquardt was the Strikeforce champion for a little bit, but he also got beat by Tarek Safadine. But, man, he actually got the shit kicked out of him in that one. But with that being said, I'm actually going to choose Marquardt. I don't know. He's big. He's strong. He was at 185, dropped to 170, so he's a big 170. And Ellenberger, he's good, but I just don't see him taking Marquardt. I don't know. I don't really have much opinion on that. I just think Marquardt's going to win on that one. The co-main event, which is Johnny Hendricks and Carlos Condit. Now, Carlos Condit just came off of his title fight against GSP, which he did very well against GSP. I think that's the best somebody's done against GSP in a really long time. I mean, the last time he really got anything done to him was when he fought Matt Serra, and Matt Serra beat him, but that was kind of, he got caught. I mean, it really wasn't, GSP got caught. It wasn't like, he got demolished or anything. He just got caught on the ground, then boom, TKO. It's not like he was getting destroyed the whole fight. He kind of just, they even say it, he took it lightly. He took that fight lightly. He didn't think much of Matt Serra, and he got caught. Oh well. Shit happens. But he came back and beat the hell out of Matt Serra. So, I don't know, man. But anyways, Johnny Hendricks has been knocking people out left and right. He just knocked out Martin Kampmann. Now, that is a pretty big feat because Martin Kampmann has a very good chin, and he comes back very much. He starts to get beat up. That's when he really kicks in. He gets beat up for a little bit, gets bloody, and then all of a sudden he boop, turns on and then just comes back. That's how he wins most of his fights. Martin Kampmann's a badass, and he kind of needs to get beat up a little bit first. But Johnny Hendricks knocked him out cold. I've never seen him get knocked out like that. But Hendricks kind of has this attitude right now where he's thinking he's number one contender, which, arguably he could be. But at the same time, he's not. He didn't get the title fight, so what? But he's saying GSP is scared of him. He's kind of cocky. He's just saying that he's the best. He can knock anybody out. He probably could knock anybody out, but just because you have heavy hands doesn't mean you know how to use them. Condit is a very smart fighter, and I think Condit's going to take this. I think he's going to put Hendricks back down onto his level. He's going to, kind of knock that pride back down because Hendricks is a little bit up there, like, I'm the best, I can do it. Hendricks is a good wrestler too, but Condit knows how to work his way around just about anybody. For him to give GSP that much trouble, I think he's just going to walk through Hendricks. I think he's going to be smart. He's going to move around. He's going to stick and move. He's going to take him down, and he might choke him out. But I think, if anything, he's probably going to get a submission on him. It might be kind of hard to take Hendricks down. Hendricks was a very good wrestler before, but he might be able to get him down, or either that or jump on him somehow. Hendricks is a little bit shorter. Condit's pretty tall, and he knows how to use his height. But yeah, I think Condit's going to take that. Now, the main event, which is GSP versus Nick Diaz, I've been waiting to see this fight for a good while. Nick Diaz is an asshole. We got the good and bad of MMA right here. We got Nick Diaz, asshole, thinks he's like a gangster, does whatever, walks around, talks shit, blah, 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 flips people off during fights, does all this stupid shit. And then you got GSP, who is like the nicest man of MMA, respectful to everybody, always professional, probably the best representation of MMA. So we got like the best and the worst of MMA right there, representation. But GSP is also probably the smartest. I think he is the smartest fighter that is in MMA, period. He always gets a great game plan. He always knows what to do. Most of the time, he actually beats people at their own game. But Diaz is pretty much one-dimensional. Well, two-dimensional, I guess you could say. He walks up. That's all he does. He gets in your face and he just moves forward, tries to box you. And then if anything goes to the ground, he can submit you. He's got great jiu-jitsu. But GSP, I think, has better jiu-jitsu. He's stronger. I think he would be able to control him better. And he has pretty underrated boxing. He has pretty good boxing. He might be able to outbox him, maybe, but we'll see how he can handle with Diaz moving forward the whole time. I think GSP is going to take it. I think it's probably going to be a 5-round decision. Most of GSPs are. But GSP is also really pissed off at Nick Diaz. This is the first time I've ever seen him mad, like really mad. He called him an uneducated fool on the press conference call. I mean, like, the whole call was just them going back and forth, yelling at each other. I've never seen that before. Never. But last time GSP was really mad at somebody or, felt disrespected or anything was probably when he fought BJ Penn the second time, and he took him out. BJ's corner had to throw in the towel for him because he was getting his ass beat so bad. And I guess the last time he was really mad too was when he fought Koscheck and he broke his orbital bone. He broke his eye socket in the first round and just kept punching it throughout the whole entire fight. So, I mean, that was 25 minutes of him punching him right in the same broken spot. So, I think he doesn't really get too mad. He just gets even. You make him mad, he's just going to beat the hell out of you. He even said he was going to put a beating on Nick Diaz. So, that's pretty much my predictions. I can't wait for this fight. It's Monday. It's going to be on Saturday. I got, 5 more days to go? I'm so excited. This is going to be great. This week couldn't go by fast enough. I can't wait for that. I mean, God. I'm stumbling on my words. I can't wait. This is going to be probably one of the best fights this year. I mean, it could be fight of the year for all I know. It could be already. But, yeah. Hell to the yeah. Now, are you guys going to watch it? Because if you are, I don't know if you're on Twitter or not, but follow me on my Twitter, which is @MikeHavoc. I'll put the link right here. I always tweet, usually, during the fights, just for fun. Do a little play-by-play. But, man, I can't wait for this. So, join me on Twitter.